Okay, I'm walking down in between two houses here, and I'm going to show you our evaporative cooling system right now. This happens to be our open top system. We also offer this in closed top. Seems like for the poultry industry, we're seeing a lot more of the open top. Makes it a lot easier for maintenance. You can come in here and clean your spray bar, make sure you don't have any plugged holes. Our pad retainer is held on with a snap over cam mechanism here that you do not have to have any tools at all to take your pads out. Another feature of ours is our trough. We use a square bottom trough. Our square compared to the round bottom pipe, we get 2.2 gallon per foot, where round pipe you only get like 1.6 gallon per foot. So we're holding more water in our reservoir, in our trough. These systems can be used with either a submersible pump or a jet pump. Okay, here's a typical setup for a broiler house for the feed tanks. As you can see, these are two 9-foot 4-ring tanks. They're set up in tandem. Your back tank has a twin out unloader on it. The front tank has a twin through unloader on it, with two 350 fill systems taking your feed into the house. Each one of these unloaders has a slide gate on each side. Our roof bin, our cap, is a poly cap that completely folds over 180 degrees, so that when your feed truck comes in, the stinger doesn't have any interference up there when he's filling up the feed tanks. We also put a rubber reinforcement on top of the collar to keep that stinger from beating up the collar on top and not having to change out your feed bin lid. Here we are inside the house. We're going to talk about the Cumberland feed lines, but first I want to explain to you the fill system that was coming in. We have two fill systems in this house. If you remember when we were talking about the feed tanks, we have two fill systems. Inside the house we have 3 drops, so we have 3 feed lines going each direction. This happens to be our 120-pound feed hopper. We have 120-pound, 200-pound, 300-pound, and 400-pound feed hoppers. Mainly in broilers, we use a 120-pound feed hopper. This feed line is our Pro 1 feeder. It's a window flood feeder. This is set up right now, since we've got day-old birds, with chick trays all around. You notice here is our chick drop, Cumberland chick drop. These are our Cumberland feed trays, and they've got them placed out all over, giving the birds easy access to all the feed lines, or to as much feed as they want. Okay, now that we're on the inside of the house, I'm going to talk about some of the other features on the 58C fan that we mentioned when we was outside. You notice our X-mount motor mount bracket, which also houses our bearings, our pulley drive shaft system going to the prop. Here's our automatic belt tensioner. It's a spring-loaded belt tensioner that we have on the fan. We do use a cog belt on this fan. Some other features that we mentioned before was our reinforced steel. You can see it's on every corner of the fan, where our motor mount housing or bracket bolt up to the fiberglass for reinforcement of that fiberglass. Okay, our door's closing right now. As you can see, we're going to come up and the door will come up against the P-seal. And if we need to adjust that, once it gets tight against the door, we just come out here with our 3/8 wrench and ratchet this wrench and tighten up our ropes. Just go down and do every one of them. Door has fiberglass reinforced plastic skin on both sides, foam inside, aluminum channel all the way around, top, bottom, sides. Keeps bugs out, keeps anything from eating this foam inside. Aluminum channels every 3 foot or so apart. Great strength on this door. Okay, let's talk about Cumberland Watering now. This happens to be our twin lock aluminum rail or aluminum support watering system. The aluminum rail is, like I've said before, one of our most popular systems. The twin lock, you can also get this as a J lock, but the twin lock, you can replace the nipples very easily with just no tools required. I'll show you here. Pop that J lock off right there, keeping the water from coming out. Pop it right back in, easy peasy. Like I say, this comes with the aluminum rail or the round pipe support. Our watering pipe and nipples are exactly the same either way. This happens to be a multi-house setting that we're on, but these controls can run multiple houses. If we're in house 1 here, and we're actually seeing what's going on in house 2, house 3, and house 4. These controls, main controls, you don't have to have one in every house. Now, you have to have an expansion box in every house, but you do not have to have a control in every house. If you want, you can put a 7-inch display in the houses that do not have the controls in them, but you can't make any changes or settings from that control. You can only do that from the main control.